Okay, we're now going to get into the real crux of ABAP. We're going to start going through the language and just covering at a very high level the main topics we need to keep in mind before we move on to the ABAP object side. So let's start off with some basic rules. ABAP programs are made up of individual sentences and statements, and you'll see that when you're reading ABAP code, the code makes sense. It's easy to read, and that's what this is all about. Now, each statement that we have in ABAP, I'll say each, virtually every statement begins with a keyword, apart from calculations and things like that, where you don't need a specific keyword in front. But generally, each statement begins with a specific ABAP keyword. ABAP is not case sensitive, so you can write in uppercase and lowercase and so on. That doesn't matter, it's not like Java and so on. Each statement ends with a period, and if you're new to ABAP, this, like many languages, this type of thing always catches you out. And you know, even if you're not new to ABAP, I mean myself, I've done it for years and years and years, and I'm always missing full stops off the end of my lines. Next, ABAP is not spacing sensitive most of the time. So what this means is you can write ABAP statements and have one space. You can have 3 spaces between, different statements on a line. It really doesn't matter until you get to calculations and things like that. So you can see here that A1 plus A2 is a valid statement. We have spaces between A1 and the plus sign. When we go to the next line down, A1 plus A2 without any spaces is invalid. And with calculations as well, if you're saying A1 equals A2 plus open brackets A3 divided by A4 close brackets, well, you will need a space after your brackets before your next A3 and so on. So that's just a few things to look out for. Now, statements can extend over multiple lines. So one of the nice things that I really like about ABAP is you can structure your code in such a way that it becomes super easy to read. And when we have statements that maybe 100, 150 characters long, you can structure them over separate lines. It doesn't matter how many spaces, how many lines you take up. You can structure your code in such a way that it's really easy to read. And lastly, comments. Pretty simple. An asterisk in the first column of any line makes the whole line a comment. Then if you want a comment in a line, you use the double quotes at the end of your statement. So for the rest of this course going forward, I'm going to talk to you as an experienced programmer. I'm not going to explain all the nitty-gritty, all the fine details of things, because taking this course is a more advanced course. You should understand basic ABAP concepts, basic programming concepts. So we're not going to go at a snail's pace. We're going to try and keep it moving as fast as we can, but I'm still going to spend the time needed to explain the topic we're covering in enough detail that you thoroughly understand it.